physical this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I never got the app from my medical providers before because I kind of hate the fact that you need an app for absolutely everything. Like,
Yeah.
every single store there's like its own unique app for. So I kind of resisted that, but then they were like, you'll get all your results, you can check them. And they sort of did a thing where they were like, if you click OK to this, we don't even really have to call you. You can sort of just look at it all on your own. Instead of getting that sort of nerve-wracking phone call you get from the doctor when they look at your results and you're like,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, do you have a second? Can I talk to you? And you're like, am I dying? What's going on? But so the result of that has been that all day, as any part of like my blood work or anything else gets back from the lab, I get a text that says, your report has been updated. There's new data. And so all day now I'm like running back to my computer or to my phone to open up the app to check, my levels of things. And, like you look at your levels and you're like, oh my God, my TSH is what? Like, is that good? Is that bad? And I'm like, I have to Google what half this stuff is. 'Cause I don't even know what it means really. So it's really it's not saving me any time or stress really.
And so do you feel like a confident, healthy guy now, or are you just still waiting for all of them to come through?
Well, I don't know how many there are is the other thing, because I've never really, like, I know I could access my full, physical results, but it's just been like new thing every couple of hours. And it's a number. Some of them have a reference range where it's like, okay, yeah, it looks normal. Some of them have no reference range. So I'm like Googling, is this normal? And so far there's only one that's 0.02, a little bit below the reference range. And
No.
and then the other thing from that is you get that on your blood result and you're like, okay, how scared do I need to be? Do I need to, rethink my whole life now? Is this just like we'll check again in the next, because like last year my platelets were just slightly, it was kind of the same thing. It was like 1% off what it was supposed to be. And I'm like, do I need to have an existential crisis? What should I do here? And the doctor was like, I don't know, we'll just look again next year. It's fine. And they're normal this year. So I don't know. I'm just stressed out and I don't know if it means anything.
Tom, the answer is yes to always having an existential crisis.
But that's not good. That's probably not good for my blood either, right?
But
Or your
maybe
mental
it is.
health.
Mental health though leads to stress, and then my blood pressure is different. So I guess
And I only eat fried foods, and then my cholesterol's rocketing.
yeah, I
Of
think
course. Or if you're on the carnivore diet, you're just like addicted to meat. Your cholesterol is also really bad.
well. So okay, the thing that's slightly low this time is my white blood cell count is
no.
just barely a little
Ooh.
bit under what they say it should be.
That's good though, Tom.
Well, I'm Googling it and it's like, well, you should probably eat more red meat. And just like all these things that I've been trying not to do, where they're like, yeah, you need more iron, you need more steak.
Or
Yeah.
hot dogs.
That's
More-
so funny. So the internet version of the doctor is telling you like, hey, have a burger, calm down.
Well,
Have a
that-
A
cheeseburger.
medicinal burger.
My doctor has not called me to talk about her interpretation of any of this. So it's just been me checking my app every couple hours as something gets
That's fine.
updated.
That's American medicine for you right now at the moment, Tom. That's cutting edge.
We presume we're healthy when our doctors ghost us.
Well, then when I was there with the doctor, they're sort of like, okay, so you feel fine? I'm like, yeah, I feel good. They check a couple things, right? They check like your height, your weight, your blood pressure, et cetera. And they're like, okay, yeah, you're good. So we'll just let you know the lab results. And that's sort of it. So I think I'm fine, but I don't know how to feel.
I think
Yeah.
you should feel proud of yourself for going to the doctor in the first place.
Well, it's also because you get a little insurance discount if you go get an annual checkup. So it's not entirely just that I'm being conscious of my health.
Well, you should be double proud then because you're being conscious of your finances too, King.
Wow.
Your
Look,
financial health.
financial health, blood health, et cetera.
Yeah. So many healths.
Are you guys' doctors is just sort of like, wow, you're doing a good job. You're healthy. Like, are they stern, or are they also just sort of I feel like mine's a little enabling.
Yeah, definitely enabling.
What's up with that?
What's your doctor like, Courtney? Is it a man or a woman, or is it like
I chose to go the female route for my primary
Smart.
caregiver.
yeah, probably a lot less chit chat,
Or more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mine was chit
I
chatting.
mean,
Mine was telling me how she regrets having kids this morning. And like,
Oh, too honest.
Doctor. I felt like Dr. Melfi talking to Tony Soprano. I'm like, I'm just here to like, I just need to give you my blood and then I'll go. But okay, how long do you need to talk to me for?
Yeah.
How long do you need to vent, Doc, about your kids?
Yeah.
By the way, you're confirming, Doctor, that me not having kids is doing everyone a favor.
That's sort of what she was like, how many kids do you have again? I say, I don't have any. She's like, oh, if I could be
Perfect.
Your age and your health and not have, oh my God. And like, it started from there. I just sort of spilled out.
Yeah. And then she gave the 1,000-yard stare. And then it was about 20 minutes of just, trauma dumping of the morning.
Yeah.
To endure.
And so I go in the morning because it makes the fasting, the 12-hour fast is like no big deal because you just don't eat breakfast before you go in. But then I also hadn't had coffee, so I'm sort of a little brain dead. But also she's sort of, I think, enabling my health. I'm enabling her complaining. It just I don't know if it was good for anybody.
Yeah.
How long have you been seeing this person?
This was year 2.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm curious what she says year 3, if the kids have gotten better, if your health has gotten better.
her health just keeps deteriorating. You keep visiting her and you just see her aging like 10 years in the next 2 years. You're
Well,
like, wow.
Yeah, I guess
Doctor,
I don't know.
You got to take a vacation, Doc.
Her mental health seemed better last time. My health, like I said last year, it was like, oh, your platelets are just slightly low, but maybe you just had a cold or something. I don't know. We'll check again next year. And that's another one of those things where it's like a year's a long time to just see if my blood rebounds, right? Like, should I come in sooner? And she's like, don't worry about it. You seem healthy enough. And then they were fine this year. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. So Courtney, you go to your doctor. What's it like with her?
I do. It's pretty fun, honestly, because we go in, I have a quick chat with her about, what's going on in the world in my personal social life. And then we just get into the nitty gritty of like, okay, how you feeling? What's it like being a 30-year-old in your body? All the things. And then she sends me on my very way after like recommending, a good movie, maybe a nice clothing brand.
Wow.
That sounds so cool. It sounds like you're hanging out with a friend.
Yeah.
I am kind of hanging out with a friend who knows like what my vagina looks like and like what my blood count is. So
you guys should start a podcast.
Oh my God, we should.
Me and my doctor.
Me and my doctor and my personal health on public
the inside of my body.
Starts with a little test.
Pictures of the inside of my body. The podcast. With Courtney.
It's not a visual podcast either.
Yeah, not at all. So you guys have to describe all of this stuff and hope it makes sense.
Describing your last colonoscopy with your doctor.
Slowly it turns into one of those things where it's like, we're going to watch every episode of Sex in the City and just do an unsolicited commentary track for every single one. That's our podcast.
She's also like has me hooked up to an IV the entire time.
She's like, by the way, the IV has electrolytes. She puts quotation marks and you're like, oh. You're like,
and then I remember her favorite word for ketamine is electrolytes.
Yeah, exactly.
She's checking your heart rate. Like,
great.
Ooh, you like Mr. Big this season.
I'm impressed with your knowledge of Sex in the City.
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm like an expert on it, but it was on for a long time while I was alive and watching TV. So I've soaked up some of that.
So true. Which of the girls would you be?
Which of the girls would I be?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got? Samantha. You got what are all their names again? Miranda.
Yeah. Charlotte.
Which you probably are better, Dr. Courtney. I think you should diagnose me. Which Sex in the City girl am I, and which one is Will?
Yes, let me diagnose both of you.
And which one is you? For all three of us, which one are we collectively?
Oh shit. Okay, so we're doing 4 then. Okay, so me, I'm Samantha.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Tom it could go either way between Carrie or Charlotte.
Okay.
That's fair.
Nuanced.
And then I would say, just for the hell of it, let's make Will Miranda.
Will's such a Miranda.
Yeah.
Such a Miranda.
Classic Miranda.
Then collectively, all 3 of us are Miranda's ex-husband.
This is
what
news.
character is that?
I can't remember his name.
Well,
But he's a little cutie, and I feel like if the three of us had a baby together, it would look like him or Carrie.
I like to think that this is this kind of thing your doctor calls with. It's sort of like, yeah, your test result is back. I put my sense of your personality into a BuzzFeed quiz. You're Samantha.
Yeah. By the way, what are you doing this weekend? And your blood pressure is great.
And also all clear on the STI and STD testing. But based on your recent history, you're definitely Samantha.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
So when your doctor gives you like results of things, is it handled like, because mine, as I said, I maybe walked into this stressful situation of thinking the app would be easier, but instead it's just a lot of updates of things I don't really know how to diagnose or how to read. So for you, is it your friendly doctor just explains things to you face to face?
Yeah, face to face pretty briefly. And then if I have any questions, I'll usually just call and leave a message for her, because I do prefer to have actual conversations about it instead of me having to reference and do my own research.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it like dumb it down. Tell me like I'm 5.
Having been around, my wife being in the medical field and then like being around people in med school residencies, you soak up some stuff. I've watched a lot of ER, watched The Pit. I saw Noah Wiley did an interview recently where somebody asked him, what level, like, do you consider yourself as knowledgeable as a medical doctor because you've played one on 2 television shows? And then he very confidently said, I'm about a year 3 med school student.
Oh, wow.
I asked my doctor wife, what do you think about that statement? She's like, no, absolutely, like, not even close. Like, just because you can say the words and mime a surgery, it's not the same thing as going to medical school. But I fall into the same trap where I'm like, I can probably figure out what's going on in this app. You can throw some numbers at me, and that is not true at all. I, like Noah Wiley, have overestimated my abilities.
Do you ever feel like the patient on The Pit that was like diagnosing himself via AI or like kind of fact checking the doctors?
I wouldn't my doctor, she maybe overshares a little bit, but I don't doubt that she knows what she's talking about. So I would not like correct her because she definitely knows more than I do.
And you believe women, and I love that.
Yeah, I'm such an ally that I listen to my woman doctor.
Yeah, that's really cool, Tom.
Thank you. Will, what's your doctor situation like?
That's a good question, Tom. I for a very long time I had no health insurance for like a 3 or 4 year stretch, and then after that I started traveling a bit. So then I had 2 different doctors in 2 different countries, both of which I've only seen once. So it's not like I'm not flying to Switzerland to like meet with my doctor twice a year or anything cool. But yeah, I had a European doctor and then I had an Asian doctor. And the first one, the European doctor was also a woman doctor, very friendly for a European. She was very direct. Her reading of the results, I went through and got like significant amount of tests. Like for the price point, it was kind of cool. They drew blood and they did everything on the same day. It was very convenient. And then she was able to interpret the results, and then the rest she was going to send later. And she had about 2 or 3 minutes where she was like, yeah, you're in good health. Everything looks good. And then she kind of looked at me towards the end and she said, well, you could lose some weight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Basically every American, unfortunately, right?
Wow. I was like, yeah, no, I'm aware of that. Yeah. Thanks, doctor. And I agreed with her. I was like, yeah, I probably could lose a few pounds, but it's very funny because, I'm doing pretty well for the average American, I would say. Not doing terrific for the average European,
Yeah.
Perhaps as lanky as somebody who eats a sandwich of like a baguette with like chocolate in the middle or like whatever French people are eating. But yeah, anyways, I just agreed with her. Like, yep, I could probably lose a few pounds, but it was great because, in America, they would go about it a lot more tactfully. It would sugarcoat it for you.
Or not at all. They'd sugarcoat it in the sense that they give you candy and say, maybe don't.
They'd let you eat a donut after.
Right. Eat this donut, but maybe eat fewer donuts going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys
less?
Are you completely honest with your primary care physicians?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
About everything.
I mean, I don't have much to hide, I guess. It's not like I'm secretly doing all kinds of hardcore drugs or anything.
Yeah, I feel so boring because I don't have any lies for my doctors either anymore.
Yeah. You used to lie though.
anymore.
I mean, a little bit, like, the whole how many drinks a week are you having? And I'm like quickly Googling what
You want the
the
honest answer or
correct
the
amount is. Yeah.
the average recommended amount answer?
I have 1 to 2 red wine glasses a night.
With my dinner.
Yeah.
Mediterranean diet,
And then
by the
I
way.
go
Doc.
on a walk, by the way.
I've been told that in medical school, they tell you to multiply whatever people say. Just assume the average is like 2 to 3 times higher of how much alcohol they're drinking than what they admit to.
That's why.
funny. Is that for everything? Is that for like coffee and stuff too?
I hope
That'd be
so.
funny.
Yeah. They just, every single thing times 3 is the default for Americans, at least.
Which,
he
speaking
only-
of,
sorry, Courtney. I was just gonna say he only admitted to having 2 cups of coffee, and I saw him in my office earlier, and he looked pretty jumpy. So I'm going to assume 4 with that guy.
or 3 and a little methamphetamine.
Yeah, 3 and a couple of pills of something.
Maybe it goes the other way too, where they're like, we told him to fast for 12 hours. He said he did that. Let's just assume it was 4 hours though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make him come back in 8 hours.
Yeah. Or just like, tell him to fast for 24 hours because he's not going to do that, but he might lie about it. But that's probably enough fasting that the blood works right.
Yeah.
How many ounces of coffee do you 2 drink a day?
Depends on the day.
Roughly.
I can't measure it in ounces.
You're the
anymore.
most tired you've ever been.
Okay. Then there's two components. One would be, did I sleep terribly? And then the other would be, do I need to be really alert? Like if I have to talk competently off the cuff all day, which is some days for me, then it might end up being like a full pot of coffee, but probably not more than that.
Which, like, what is that? 60 ounces?
Something like
More?
that. Yeah, that'd be a really bad day.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that would be a bad day, but it'd be a very hydrating day.
Is it hydrating, or does that even out that you end up?
No, it's the opposite of
That's what I thought.
hydrated.
Okay.
Just being sarcastic.
Thanks, doctor. Yeah.
Yes.
Would be like a raisin worm.
Well, sorry, what was that?
A raisin worm? Is that?
What's a raisin worm?
I don't know. Like
Some sort of
really,
German or Austrian term I'm unaware of.
Yeah.
really thin and wrinkly.
The raisin worm.
I'm
Super
Ansel
dry.
Reisenbaum. How are you?
Yeah. Oh, you are taking the raisin worm medication called Ozempic. I see.
I know a friend of mine who is not, is like somewhat overweight, but not like probably very averagely overweight for an American person. Said her doctor wouldn't give her Ozempic, and I'm like,
You're
What?
serious?
I didn't know that there's such a thing as an American doctor who would. I thought they sort of forced, no matter what, they were like, would you like some Ozempic just on the way out?
It's
On the
free.
other end of the spectrum, my sister has a tiny best friend who was prescribed it and like should not have been.
That's what
Whoa.
I kind of thought that was the
Really
norm
concerning.
these days.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that there's one person out there who's like, you could just do a diet. You don't really need Ozempic.
The one ethical doctor still
Yeah.
left in America.
Yeah, it's strange. What a wild world out there. So, Will, do you have an American doctor now?
No, I don't have an American doctor. If I have any sort of issues, I'll go to the emergency room, I suppose. But next year, I'm going to be traveling a bit, so I'm going to try and go do some medical tourism again. But oh yeah, after the European doctor, I saw a Vietnamese doctor who I actually kind of preferred a little bit more. Very gentle, very relaxed. Told me I should be doing things a lot more often than I was actually.
Like
It's
what?
Really funny. Like okay, so I had some sort of like minor health emergency, and I did go to the doctor for that anyways. And then I just sort of bundled in a checkup because they had a really good deal actually. It's a Vietnamese thing. They're always trying to give you a good deal. And anyways, they were like, "Hey, you could bundle your recent visit to the ER with sort of like a general health checkup." And I was like, turned to my wife and I was like, "Hey, this will be good for us. Like we should do this every few years or whatever." So we signed up for it, and after going through the whole process, which was a whole experience I can luxuriate on if you guys want. I could spend 10 minutes talking about this.
Sure.
But it was no, I don't want to hog it up.
Hog it up, Will.
Hog it up.
It's Will.
brother.
Will's
All right,
hogging
we
it
gotta
up.
Kill time.
It's the Will Hog
Yeah.
episode.
The Will's hogging it up episode, folks. Yet again. First time he admits it. Maybe not the last time he's done it. Anyways, so yeah, it was really interesting. We went to we like arrived to the hospital, and then we had trouble figuring out where to go. And then I was sort of showing people the English translation into Vietnamese of like, hello, I have an appointment. Where can I go? And they were kind of confused because sometimes the translation does not go very well.
That's bad though, because if they can't handle the greeting and like basically here's what I'm here for, that might be a sign that the rest of the communication will be a real struggle.
That's what one would imagine, right? So I have not had my coffee. I'm like fasted, So I've woken up furious because I couldn't drink coffee immediately. I was just angry at the world, angry at God, angry at myself, angry at my teenage self. No, I'm just kidding. Working through a lot of therapy recently. But yeah, sort of angry at the world, and so them being unable to help me for the first few minutes was very frustrating. Then somebody makes a phone call. Some lady who knows English comes down. She's like, "Hello, good morning. Please follow me." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right. This is more like it. This is great," And then they escorted us to the area and basically told us like, all right, there's like a little locker. You can change into these pajamas, and there's like slippers, little slippies you can put on. And we're just going to walk you through a series of a bunch of tests you're going to go through today. You're going to get like your chest x-rayed. You're going to get like stuff that you would have to make a specialty appointment for in the US. You can do that like all in one day. Whoa. And so it was really cool, so efficient. So I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So then like at like, I don't know, 11 a.m., they're like, okay, we'll come grab you. And they took me to like the dental one that was also a sinus doctor who like looked at my sinuses and was like, yeah, they look great. I was like, really? Because I feel like they kind of stuffed up like a lot. And they're like, no, trust me, it's very healthy. It's very normal to kind of be able to breathe out of one side and then breathe out of the other side. And it fluctuates. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's not like inhibiting my breathing. So I guess that's true. And then moving just on to like all of the doctors, it was great. It was like moving down to the blood drawing department. And then they drew like 6 vials of blood. And then they're like, we need these for different tests. I was like, okay, that's fine. And they were testing like my bone density, which was incredible.
How do they test that? What does that mean?
They put this little machine on your ankle bone. And
you take a hammer to it.
They take a hammer to it and they smack it up really good. And
it's like Misery.
Yeah. They have to break it in order to understand its strength.
People think that's a horror movie, but she actually was just giving him a really advanced physical.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah. For free. Exactly.
She's a nurse.
That's what we call a Shanghai massage.
I believe women. Chinese. So if Annie Wilkes tied me to that bed and broke my ankle, I'd assume that she was up to some good.
Yeah. And said that she just wanted to take care of you.
Yeah.
I would say, you know what? I'm not going to assume the worst. There have been more misunderstandings in the world than we care to worry about, and so let's give her the benefit of the doubt.
Right. Exactly.
Anyways, yeah, but yeah. So just going through all these processes. At the end, the doctor lady was like, okay, so everything looks good. Do you want me to go through everything? And I was like, yeah, actually, if you don't mind. And she was like, yeah, of course. So that she proceeds to spend the next 10 to 15 minutes walking through everything, reading the results of everything, answering every single question I could possibly think of in the moment. And it was great. And then at the end, she was just like, yeah, you got to drink more water and you got to do, a few other things. I was like, yeah, okay, that's fair. But yeah, it was great. It was very patient and they were very honest. And then it was $300 US dollars for everything.
For all the testing.
Yeah, for all the and they included lunch, by the way, because they were like, oh, you didn't get to eat. So we got a lunch for you. And I was like, I was not expecting this. And they were like, no, it's fine. It's just, it's like a cafeteria. Here you go. Here's like a hot lunch with like a plate and fork and a knife.
Oh my God. Like, that's so luxurious.
I know. I was like stunned. I was like, wow, this is so incredible. I'm just going to go back here every few years. And it was funny because the doctor was like, how often do you do this? And I was like, well, it's the first time I've ever done this. But like in America, we'd probably do this, every 5 years. And then she laughed like a real laugh. It wasn't like a polite fake laugh. She was like, like what? Like I can't believe what I'm hearing type of laugh. And then I was like, yeah, but I mean, like, how much do you recommend? She was like, well, you should probably do this like every 2 or 3 years. I was like, oh, okay. That, of course, could just be an upsell, but
well, but it doesn't.
anyways.
I mean, I don't know. Especially the older you get, I feel like it definitely doesn't hurt to just check on everything. If it's affordable, why not?
I know it cured my like little hypochondria that I had of everything for a bit. Now I have it again. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's why you're going back. So
I'm going back. Yep, drank too much coffee. Now I got to go back. Make sure my heart's still fine.
Yeah, I really I didn't appreciate how nice my doctor was this morning. Honestly, it's just a little too much of like, wow, you're so healthy. You look so healthy. She was like, yeah, you look good. If you seem
she
like
goes, genuinely, you look so healthy. Genuinely.
Yeah. Dr. Claude has clocked in.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Dr. ChatGPT. How can I help you?
Chat PhD, if you will, Tom.
Well, okay, I got a clip as far as that goes, actually, because our good friend, Mr. Mark Andreessen, he advocates, in fact, just asking AI all your health questions instead of going to a doctor. And, you know, Mr. I don't believe in introspection. You'll never believe it. He was on another podcast because he's on a podcast every day of his life.
It's an addiction for him at this point.
Which is, I guess, not introspective to be on a podcast. But here he is talking about health advice from AIs. Oh, if there's sound.
Man, that beautiful head every single time.
I know, it's like a jump scare. You see him.
Oh, head.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
It's like his head became a Sharpie.
I think that he has gone for no hair at all, including basically no eyebrows, is not doing him. He kind of, as a billionaire, he should do some intervention to put some hair somewhere on his head.
I know. Yeah. And the fact that he's also like so into AI, it's sort of like, hey, buddy, is that real skin or is that like just very realistic looking rubber on your forehead?
Ew.
You know,
if you were to put
is this man a bot, for example, very realistic Android bot.
If you were to put a wig on him to try to make him look less like an android, what kind of hairstyle would you advise for him?
Paul McCartney, Beatles.
Wow.
Very curl.
Just like a wavy mop.
Yeah. The Justin Bieber, if you will. You definitely know.
Circa 2009.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, because Bieber now, he's balding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bieber's bald.
He's going to have the Mark Andreessen look pretty soon. What if he's got a cone head?
Then I think he's going to do everything in his power to prevent that from becoming public. I think Mark Andreessen just has enough money to pretend to not care.
Would you give Andreessen facial hair, like a mustache or a Frank Zappa mustache, little patch, or full beard, full sort of professorial beard?
I think I'd go Johnny Depp and Pirates. Yeah.
Braided goatee.
Yeah. Give him some eyeliner too.
A gold tooth. Hell yeah. This is a billionaire with some fucking character now. You know what I mean? Give him an eye patch, a gold tooth.
A little sex appeal.
Yeah. A fucking cool ass, sexy ass Johnny Depp mustache and goatee combation.
You really want to hear Jack Sparrow's health advice too. Like, I don't listen to doctors.
Yeah.
Does that look like the pirate?
My doctor says I need to stop drinking me rum. I tell him, bugger off.
Okay.
Like, okay.
Well, here, I think first of all, we didn't talk about eyebrows. I think he should go for some ever-growing Ben Shapiro, really like Eugene Levy style eyebrows.
Oh, that'd be incredible. He should get transplants from some Turkish doctor.
Yeah, like self-growing. I guess that's what eyebrows are supposed to do. But whatever's going on in Ben Shapiro's head is kind of an abnormal level of growth. It's like it's like colonizing. Yeah, it's like an invasive weed.
Chia seeds.
Yeah,
yeah. I think you can put liquid Rogaine on top of your head to get more hair. Maybe he was putting it on his eyebrows, sort of thinking he's going to get bushier eyebrows. Maybe that just sort of backfired.
Except he thought that
the weeds
Nair was the liquid Rogaine.
Yeah, that would be so funny if Andreessen's he's actually got hair, he's got facial hair, he's got head hair, he's got eyebrows. It's just that he's using Nair in the shower accidentally every single day, and he just didn't know it. So he thinks he's got some sort of condition because AI told him that he did.
Yeah, it hallucinated that Nair is actually a really good conditioner.
Yeah, Nair is actually great for your scalp, dude.
Okay, here he is talking about the value of AI as your healthcare.
And so, again, we're back to policy questions, which is there are going to be policy efforts to kind of prevent AI medicine from happening or robotic medicine from happening, but the capabilities for sure are going to exist. I mean, Dr. ChatGPT is a better doctor than 99% of doctors. Like people like hate,
99%. I mean, okay, look, I'm not going to claim every doctor out there is absolutely amazing. We've sort of already alluded to the fact that they might be a little less ethical with some of what they push on you than you might like, but I don't know that I'm ready to say that ChatGPT is better than 99% of them.
Yeah.
That's a wild assumption.
Yeah. I don't know if the thing that made Will Smith look like he was eating his fingers as like spaghetti 2 years ago is going to be better than my human doctor that might be doing it for like 5 or 10 years. I think that's kind of a bold claim. There's no evidence, by the way, too.
And to assume that it won't
assumption.
Fall prey to some of the exact same incentive structures that lead real doctors to sort of like, I get some kind of kickback from this pharmaceutical company, I'll give that to my patients. I mean, we can pretend that AI is totally bias-free, but you really have no reason to assume that that company is not also getting money from Ozempic or whatever other company to then do the same thing.
Totally.
Yeah. Right.
Man, I don't know, doctors say what you say, but like it is. It is. It just is. It really is.
That's always a great argument when you have to rely on. It's just
It
is.
Yeah.
It's just true. It's just logical. Just use
It
your brain.
really is.
Literally, it is. It's true.
It's more convincing. His argument's more convincing because it sounds like he has a ball of spaghetti in his throat.
That's just is. That's just is.
Yeah. I didn't finish chewing that meatball.
He coughs up a hairball in the middle of trying to explain that he's so healthy.
He's like, sorry, I was grooming this morning after my nair.
He somehow all of his hair ends up in his throat.
Yeah. They didn't quite get the behavior of the bot right. This prototype that he is, this android prototype that he is, and they gave him the behavior of a cat where he sort of accidentally grooms himself.
I'm just laughing. The concept of a guy who has never had any visible hair anywhere on his body coughing up a hairball is just making me laugh over here.
So good. I hope I dream about that tonight.
We have all these new companies. We have this company, a break in one of our companies, Open Evidence. That's actually the AI medical service that a lot of the doctors use. It's sweeping the medical field. And it's great.
God, why can he not get a sentence out?
Is this sped up?
Not that I think that's how he talks, because that's why he has to do that dramatic intake of breath every 30 seconds. It's like when you're swimming laps and you try not to breathe every single stroke, and then you have to do that really desperate breath. That's him when he just talks.
Yeah. He has the lung capacity of Michael Phelps. It's incredible.
Yeah. Michael, I think we should do a swim off or just a breath holding contest.
Yeah, I'll be talking the whole time, but you can hold your breath. We'll see who lasts longer.
You know who can really hold its breath a long time is ChatGPT. I've never seen it breathe.
Yeah, I've never lost. Not one single time.
Great, by the way, as a patient, you really want this because you want your doctor to have state-of-the-art AI, right, supporting all of their, But by the way, if only to just have all of the information at their fingertips, right, to just like really understand, because no human doctor can possibly read all the medical literature and keep up with it every year, and so even just to be able to know like what the latest results are.
That's such a weird thing because, like, doctors again, if they don't know what's going on with you, it's not like it's unusual for them to try to consult with somebody who might be more specialized in whatever that thing is. It's not like you need one doctor or one browser that just happens to have all the information.
Yeah, exactly. Which is also a great point. And an additional point I was going to make was that just like all of that aside, can you just imagine talking to this man, like having a 5-minute conversation with this guy? It'd be so exhausting. It's like having to listen to that. It's just like kind of I feel bad for the news anchor. She's trying to get a question in sideways and she cannot penetrate his barrage of
half-finished sentences.
Yeah. Of like half thoughts, like half-baked ideas, like just ramblings, like extremely huge gasps of air.
He's too busy interrupting himself to even let her interrupt him.
Yeah, he's answering his own questions over here before she can even get a word in edgewise. That's kind of, I don't know, man. I feel bad for whatever goes on in his head. But he has no introspection, so I guess this is what's going on in his head. It just becomes whatever's spilling out into his mouth.
It's kind
Is
of
he
impressive.
married?
I don't know. You should look into that, Courtney.
Yeah, you should see Courtney, because if you're still single,
Yeah, right.
what a cool catch.
Speed
What
dating.
a crazy coincidence, because I'm not anymore.
Oh, poor Mr. Andreessen. He's going to have to look somewhere else.
Wow. News exclusive.
He
Exclusive.
is married.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mr. Andreessen, or the person
Yeah.
that you're. No, it was unclear. So
I'm
for the
pretty
show,
sure
it'd be
Mr.
great.
Andreessen, but
Oh,
TBD.
okay.
TBD.
All right.
Yeah, it could be some shocks, some surprises, right? You never know. Young
Yeah.
love leads to some unexpected places sometimes.
Couple
Exactly.
skeletons, couple married skeletons in the closet.
Yeah, Jane Eyre kind of situation. But it worked out for
Yeah.
her and Mr. Rochester, right?
That's
So
true.
true.
Yeah, Courtney, you have a chance. I was just kind of hoping that was the dynamic for you, Courtney, just because, not for personal reasons, just for the show, because it'd be so funny for the show.
That I'm seeing a
stuff.
married man.
Yeah, that you're accidentally seeing a married man. You just found out about this recently.
I mean, it's never too late.
Yeah, that's true. It can always happen.
What's the website? Was it like Ashley Madison?
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
the
yeah.
You Want to Have an Affair website, right?
Yeah.
The conservative want to have an affair Tinder website. Ashley Madison. Yeah.
Wild.
So many people, 50,000 people got doxxed.
It's very funny that I guess you'd put in your credit card information or whatever, so it's not like you could just make up a ridiculous name. But it is funny that there was maybe not as much hesitation on these guys' parts as there should have been. That you're giving a lot of personal information to this company that now has some leverage over you, or just could get hacked at some point.
Right.
Yeah. It's also not like a company based in any cool country that takes their cybersecurity seriously, like Singapore or Japan. It's like in the US. It's a US company. So it's like they're probably going to sell your data and then be like, "Oh shit, we got hacked."
Yeah.
We got hacked by ourselves. Oops.
We got hacked by our finance department when they told us about this great deal. We sold your information to a third party.
Courtney, I have a question. Personal question. Have you told this man about your podcast?
No.
Are you planning to, or is it going to be your seat? This is like the wife you have up in the attic that you don't tell him about.
Oh, totally. I desperately need a dirty little secret in my life.
That's true.
And
Reveal
now-
it years from now, Courtney. You'll come out as you'll just be such a mysterious person. You'll be like, "Wow, that's amazing."
Yeah, you'll be like, I have to go do a call with I have to do a telehealth call with my doctor, and it's you talking to us.
Well, I like to just refer to you guys as my partners and like not to elaborate on it. So I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I can't have a meeting with my partners." And they're like, "Oh, great, like business meeting or what?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can say that."
My gurus.
Yeah, my senpais. we're in a anime watching club together,
Yes, exactly.
and then they're like, "Oh, you're that type of coworker."
How do you suggest that I like break the news to him?
That's a great question. How do you tell your significant other the shameful secret that you have a podcast in 2026?
That does better overseas than it does here.
That I think that actually sounds good. Usually people kind of are like, "Oh, interesting." There's some sophistication kind of implied in the fact that Americans scoff at you, but Europeans and Asians don't.
Right?
So
There's an air
true.
of subtlety there.
Maybe I'll just wait till he's like about to break up with me, and then I'll be like, "But wait, like, guess what?"
Yeah. Actually, if you go listen to my podcast, maybe you'll see a side of me that you never saw before. That's true. You could use it as like maybe if you're trying to save the relationship, the podcast will do it for you.
This would be very like Elaine Seinfeld 2026 subplot where she's like, "But he's so funny on the podcast. I don't know why he's such a loser in real life."
Yeah. And then she tries to watch them do the podcast live, and he's like just absolutely eating shit. It's a terrible podcast because she's there. She kills his confidence, and then he becomes all self-conscious, and then they have to break up. That's the whole episode. Jerry's like, "Why'd you do it, Elaine?
Yeah. Stay away from him. Stay away from his podcast.
Elaine, you killed his career, Elaine."
Have you seen Jerry's like kind of his old man voice is just sort of turned into it's that sound but deflated somehow.
Yes.
Just everything he says is just like, "Yeah, that's funny. I just love comedy."
I just love comedy, and I love everything related to Israel and Jeffrey Epstein.
I want to hear him and RFK Jr. have a conversation about money books.
It's just the most guttural, disgusting sounds.
Yeah. Just so many loogies and like, like so many.
This kind of sounds like a dying animal. Like if you were in the woods, you'd hear like, you're like, I don't need, is it mating season or is something dying? I don't know.
Yeah.
Both.
Is that a moose that's getting killed? What's going on?
This is what it sounds like when RFK invites Jerry over to lift weights with him. That's him doing bench press.
Yeah.
That's him opening the door first.
It's like, it's been a while. He's like, he's flicking his wrist. He's like, it's been a while, RFK.
Cheryl, how's it going? Have you talked to Larry lately?
Cheryl, how's Larry? Oh, you don't talk to him anymore? Oh, okay. Weird. Okay. So show me where my pair of jeans is and I'll put it on and we can work out.
But first, I gotta show you the snakes in my backyard.
Yeah.
Snakes. Yeah, look, you show me snakes, I'll show you my new car.
Yeah. Okay, deal.
Wow. The things we're missing because we're not part of the elite.
Oh, man. Yeah, if only we were part of the 1% of America. It seems so fun and cool.
What are we in the 1% of? Like, if you were the 1% of a population, what would the population be?
Oh, like a country or like a population of like a type of...
A demographic of some sort or a hobby?
Of podcasts streamed in Canada. Actually, there's an email. Somebody sent me, they were trying to get me, I think, to pay for some kind of additional metrics for our podcast. But it was like, here are the search terms that are leading people to your show. And one of them I thought was very funny. It was like men's health in Canada. It was like searches. Yes. Canadian searches for men's health was bringing them to the Y2K Show.
We fucking made it.
That's great. We're up there with Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or then,
yeah.
I'm going through my email now. I see there's one where we are the 148th most popular podcast in Australia somehow.
What the fuck?
In Australia. Good day. Good day to you.
Speaking of Australia.
Hello to the Canadians.
I watched a horrifying movie called Dangerous Animals last week.
Oh.
Have you guys seen that?
It sounds familiar to me. I'm trying to place it. Is this the shark movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I already tell you guys about the...
No, I don't think so. It's got that guy, that Australian guy who was trying to be an action star for a while, right? But he's like a serial killer who traps people and tries to feed them to sharks or something?
Yes.
Okay.
He looks like a beefed up Richard Dreyfuss without the glasses. It's hysterical.
Wow.
Oh.
So he has not... Because he was in a bunch of action movies. I don't know,
Like
10...
some Marvel movies, I feel like.
Yes, and then he the thing I remember first seeing him in was Die Hard 5. He was John McClane's son, and which he's not a good actor or charismatic in that movie at all, which is especially bad when you're next to Bruce Willis. So it was kind of horrible. But if he's aging into Richard Dreyfuss, maybe that's a better fit for him.
I think this film was a really good fit for him, which I would be curious if you're like, no, you're an idiot. This was not a good movie. But like, I thought he was very convincing.
He does seem like a serial killer who would feed you to a shark.
1,000%.
He sold it.
They were
He
like,
did sell it.
they were talking about Die Hard 6, and then the director was like, you don't really give me a John McClane vibe. You give me more of a serial killer who feeds people to sharks vibe. And then like everybody's
Saw Jaws kind of vibe.
Everybody's head in the room just perks up. And they're like, oh my God, we got to write that script. Let's do that. Yeah. New idea. Screw Die Hard 5.
Guy Courtney is like, great note. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good day.
I've always thought about doing that.
There's a part in the movie where he's like trying to calm one of the shark diving customers down, and he starts singing Baby Shark in this very low voice. And it is so terrifying, but also like pretty hot.
Wow.
Super confusing. Wow. I think I need to go to the doctor. Yeah.
You need to go back to your doctor, Fred.
I think
Ask her to make some popcorn and be like, doctor, tell me what's going on here.
This is when my doctor's going to, next time I go get my blood checked, she's going to be like, I got to tell you something about this Jai Courtney movie and the conflicted feelings I had watching him sing Baby Shark. I'm just like, okay, can we just take the blood though? Can we maybe just move it along a little bit?
Yeah, I have to go back to work.
She's like, Tom, you're not a genre fan of Jawsploitation type films?
Yeah, she's like, the first time I watched Jaws as a child was a real awakening for me. I'm like, oh man, we're really going all the way back. This is a real psychoanalysis session now.
Yeah, you're like, last time she was telling me about her kids. Now she's telling me about her childhood. It's too much. I need a new doctor.
Her feelings watching Quint hunt that shark really changed her.
Her feelings, like the tingles inside her body when he's scraping his nails down the chalkboard. Why did I like that?
Yeah, I'm like, I think you should be paying me for this, actually.
Yeah, I think you should be laying down on a couch, and I should be writing some of this down.
Yeah. So, okay, Dangerous Animals gets the Courtney thumbs up, the seal of approval, the shark of approval.
Not the dry Courtney shark of approval, but the Courtney shark of approval.
Well, I haven't seen it. I have heard it's fun, and it seems like there's been like 7 new shark movies that just came out, and I kind of get them confused because there's so many of them.
So many.
Yeah, I stopped at Sharknado. I thought Sharknado was a great, stupid movie, and then I last I heard they made like 6 of them.
Yeah,
and then after that, I was like, at one time, I very drunkenly in Massachusetts. One time, very drunkenly went to go see some like scuba diver girls that get trapped in a shark tank at the bottom of the ocean because like they're on the tour, and oh no, the rope snaps and they go to the bottom of the
47 meters down or something.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah. Okay, so you've seen this movie too.
Courtney's a shark movie expert, is what I'm learning.
Yeah, Courtney, wow, your prowess at this is inspiring. Anyways, it's definitely 47 meters down. That's incredible. You know that just from that shitty description.
Well, all you had to say was the rope snaps.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was kind of interesting, probably because I was a little bit drunk and I was with other people that decided to go see this movie, and that was the last time I clocked in at the shark horror movie genre.
Courtney, let me step into that joke we were making about me and my doctor. Was Jaws a big movie for you growing up? Did it change you?
Yes, it really did.
As a Nebraskan or somebody growing up sort of in the Midwest area,
grew up in the mountains? Yeah. So growing up in a mountain state and then moving to a cornfield state, yeah, I was always so fascinated. And then, of course, terrified in the summers when we would go to the man-made lakes. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't give a shit that there aren't sharks in here because there are.
This is my next question. Have you seen a shark in real life?
Kind of, because I was at the Leopard Shark Beach in La Jolla last summer and I didn't bring my contacts, so I had just goggles on and it was hella blurry. But my sister said that there were like 4 of them swimming right by us. I just couldn't see it.
How did you feel in that moment?
Have you ever seen how snakes contort and they copulate?
In RFK's hands, yes.
Right, yes. Honestly, that was what my legs were doing around my sister's legs. Like I was just trying to become one person with her so I didn't have to feel so vulnerable.
What if it was just 4 random fish and she was just lying to you because she knew you couldn't see?
Probably. And these are like the least dangerous, least harmful of shark species.
But the thrill. I mean, are you addicted to the thrill? Are you going to go back now?
For sure. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I've only had like 2 shark encounters. One where I saw an actual shark, which was kind of cool. And then one where I was a child and I went to sort of a beach holiday with my family, which was interesting, and my father, who was in the ocean with all of us, he like saw a shark. He was like, "Oh my God, get out of the water!" And we were like, "Oh, okay. Oh my God, there's a shark."
Yeah, and like as a kid, you assume that means the shark is barreling right toward you with its mouth open, right?
Of course, compliments of Jaws.
Yeah, right.
I'm thinking that the shark is coming straight for my foot and just wants a bite of it immediately.
You're kind of ready to. You're like, okay, my left foot. If that's the one he gets, that'll be okay. I know one of them is probably not going to make it because my dad's screaming a shark's going after me.
Yeah, my dad's screaming, attracting the shark over here. So it's already going great.
He's jingling his keys in his pocket. As a child, I always thought it would be like the ultimate form of street cred to have a shark bite.
Yeah, clearly this is a big thing for you, Courtney. I'm just learning your shark fixations.
Yeah, it's been a thing for a long time. I think it started, I'm like your doctor now. It all started when I started watching Shark Week with my grandfather in 4th grade.
There we go. Okay. Dr. Freud.
It always falls around my birthday. So like in high school, I would have birthday parties based around Shark Week.
You're like, I think it's like the 3rd episode of 30 Rock when Tracy's describing, he's giving life advice to somebody and he says, live every week like it's Shark Week.
Yes.
Yes.
I have that tattooed. It's a tramp stamp.
So Will, you got out of the water and saw a shark, what, like a mile off, or what happened?
Yeah. So, okay. So, firstly, as an adult, something that only occurred to me as an adult, because as a child, I didn't consider this, but something that occurred to me as an adult was sort of like, if you're trying to get a bunch of kids, because it was us and some other people, it was a populated beach. It wasn't just our family. It was like our family and other children and their people, parents and stuff.
Your dad's like, I got this the whole private beach. Nobody's here at all. And then like you see a sign at some point. It's like Shark Beach, do not enter.
Yeah. Yeah, no. If only we had been so lucky to have my father do something so competent. But yeah, no. Yeah. Anyway, so he's something that occurred to me as an adult is that you could probably just say like, get out of the water right now to a kid.
Yeah.
Rather than like a shark is coming for you, get out of the water.
Yes.
That would contribute to the less panic, I think.
Freezer flight. You see all your kids through the freezers.
Yeah, exactly. See all your kids freeze up and then you're like, no, get over here. Anyways, it might backfire. But anyways, yeah, so he's screaming this. So not only are like all of his kids and our family, but also like neighboring family and other people, they're all like heading for the shore, right?
Yeah.
So we're like all freaking out. And then we see this thing and it kind of looks like a shark. And we're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Starts getting closer to the shore. Some people that are walking down the beach. They come over. There's probably a group of 20 people on the beach now that are all like terrified to go back in the water. And this group of 2 people walking down the beach, they see our group and then they sort of point to what we think is a shark and they say, aren't those beautiful dolphins? We've been watching them for the whole mile over here. And then everybody sort of breathes a sigh of relief and then people kind of start sort of chuckling. Yeah, anyways, this is very funny.
This is why people who live in the Midwest should never go to the beaches and assume that they know what's going on.
Yeah, right. And also, too, it's like maybe don't inspire panic in an entire small community of people until you can verify that, you're crying wolf accurately.